What's up guys? Today we are going to talk about Adrenal Restore from PHORM. So if you are to the point where you rely on a ton of caffeine just to get through the day, you feel really tired and it's hard for you to get out of bed the next morning after a full night's sleep. Like every day you wake up, you feel run down no matter what you do. You may have adrenal fatigue, and there's a lot of things, like I just like to throw that warning out there. Like, I'm not a doctor. There's a lot of things that can cause that. A common issue is adrenal fatigue. The adrenal glands are what regulate a ton of different hormones in your body. Like I believe it's up to like 50 different hormones. The main ones that we get concerned with is your adrenaline, your cortisol, and your testosterone. Most of us know, and you've seen in previous videos where I talk about cortisol being like your stress hormone. So everyday life stressors, and this can be internal and external. So things like your caffeine intake, lack of sleep, your work schedule. Then you can go more internal. So just like natural stress, anxiety, insomnia, things like that can cause an increase in cortisol. And when that happens for too long, your adrenal glands will end up being just taxed and worn down, and you end up having a hormone balance off in your body. So if you are at this point or close to it, lessen your caffeine, try to get more sleep, do things that help with anxiety, stress, those things. You can also do things along with that to provide support while you're trying to rebalance everything and get your adrenal glands back to where they should be. One of those supplements that you can take is Adrenal Restore, because it is a blend of different proven things to help leveling out your stress, reducing anxiety, and then also some adaptogens. So I'll dive into those here. Base ones in here that the primary movers for your adrenal glands are a few ingredients that help with reducing stress and anxiety naturally, which is chamomile flower and Gotu Kola. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Like I'm just kind of winging that one. It's Gotuc-Kola. Those are proven to help naturally reduce your stress and anxiety levels. So if you're doing things like yoga, you're trying to get more sleep, things like that to reduce your stress levels, this can help with the internal stress on your adrenal glands and reduce that. So it kind of helps work with those things on the outside that you're doing. And then we have alethro root, and that helps naturally increase your energy, reduce your fatigue, and improve cognitive function. Which, to be honest with you, I've tried other blends to help with adrenal fatigue. That is an additive that I really like. I don't think you should just supplement with this and then hope for the best. You should be taking action in your everyday life to help reduce adrenal fatigue. And so as I'm cutting down caffeine, trying to sleep more, it's really nice to have something that naturally boosts your energy and reduces your fatigue. So even if you're only taking in, 200 to 300 milligrams of caffeine a day in total, it's still really tough to cut that out completely. So this is a nice additive to make that transition easier for you. There's also 2 adaptogens in the Adrenal Restore formula, and it's ashwagandha and then a schizandra berry. Yeah, schizandra berry. And those 2, ashwagandha is really popular, and that's the one we all know. Balancing out your hormones, managing your stress levels better, and the schizandra berry does the same as well. So you're kind of getting a double dose of different adaptogens that are going to help your body be able to manage everyday stressors better and kind of get that balance back to those hormones. Even if you're just high stress and that's what's fatiguing your adrenal glands, once they're tapped from releasing cortisol for too high amounts for too long of a period of time, it can throw off the function of your adrenal glands and throw off the balance of other hormones as well. So overall, it's a really good panel to just have like a well-rounded support for your adrenal glands. If you feel like really tired all the time and nothing you do is helping, this is a nice additive. I do recommend along with this to slowly cut down your caffeine intake. One thing I naturally go to when helping people try to reduce stress on their body is if they are taking in huge amounts of caffeine, tapering down your caffeine and having this build up in your system, it's a lot more comfortable than just cutting it out cold turkey. All right, guys, so that is the sum up of the Adrenal Restore. Like I said, if you're having any of those symptoms, that could be something that you want to consider looking into. If you guys have questions, always feel free to drop them in the comments below. If you live here in Gillette, feel free to stop in at the store and ask us any questions. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe.